IronPigs and Bisons scoreless into the fifth inning. Buffalo bats 6, 7, and 8, beginning with Clint Robinson. And back for the play-by-play here in the fifth inning is John Skudris.
Well, I appreciate that, John. And the IronPigs right now clinging to a 0-0 score. They threatened in the last half inning, loading the bases with just one down. However, Michael Martinez grounding into a 4-6-3 inning-ending double play. The batter for the Bisons, as my partner in crime noted, is the first baseman Clint Robinson. Robinson on the season for Buffalo came in 0 for 4, and he swings at the first pitch, skies it foul, out of play up the third base line, just above the IronPigs dugout. On the night, Robinson is 0 for 1 with a strikeout swinging. A former Troy University Trojan is Clint Robinson, as the 0-1 pitch from the left-hander to the left-hander is fouled back, just got a piece. 0-2 to Clint Robinson. Valdez set. Left-hander winds and delivers a changeup outside, and it's going to be 1-2. In New Hampshire, the Double-A affiliate of the Toronto Blue Jays, Robinson was very successful this year, 270, 11 home runs. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one's just off the outside corner as well, 2-2. 43 RBIs in 76 games for the first baseman. Valdez winds, deals it, and it is just low with an off-speed pitch. And get another ball, 3-2 from 0-2. Valdez with the windup, the 3-2 pitch, and this one is taken way out of play and out of here. Foul up the third base line. IronPigs coming into this game just a game and a half up on Buffalo. A big two-game series for both as Robinson takes it again out of play up the third base line. I mentioned how critical scoring first is. When Buffalo scores first, they're 32-11. Just 15-34 when they don't. It's similar numbers for the IronPigs. As here's the 3-2. And this one is once again fouled, this time right to our left up the third base line. And a long and enduring at bat for both Valdez and Robinson to lead off this, the top half of the fifth inning. Valdez is ready. Left-hander delivers, and this one's ripped deep to right field. This is going to be trouble, but right in front of the warning track, it's snagged down by Leandro Castro. It looked like it hung up there in the wind, and the IronPigs get a loud out number one.
It looked to be maybe off the end of the barrel a bit, and Castro did have plenty of room out there in right field, and Valdez has been really good. 6 consecutive retired. The hits he's allowed have been singles. One of them was an infield in, and he's only allowed 2 hits through 4 1/3.
Mike McCoy will be the batter. McCoy on the year, 259, 2 home runs, 14 RBIs. He grounded out to first base his first time up. Right-handed batter facing the left-hander, Valdez. And his first pitch is a fastball outside corner for strike one. McCoy has some experience in the majors. In fact, in 2011, on April 30th, he hit his first career home run off Pittsburgh Pirates and then Yankees right-hander A.J. Burnett. The second pitch to him is outside corner for strike two. 0-2 is Valdez doing a good job getting ahead of these hitters so far in the fifth inning. Raul, quick working like Ethan Martin last night, and his 0-2 pitch is another fastball off the outside. Raul won't be the type that's going to dial up the radar gun. He'll hit the mid-80s, but very successful with control, and that is his M.O. Here's a 1-2 pitch from the left-hander, a fastball high. Clocked it up to 87 there, dialing it up, rear and back, and firing for Raul Valdez. A lovely night here in the Lehigh Valley for some baseball as Valdez delivers a 2-2, and that one is an off-speed pitch taken high, a changeup, 75, and it's a 3-2 count for the second consecutive batter. Valdez goes from 0-2 to 3-2. Was able to get Robinson to fly out to right. Here is the 3-2 pitch to McCoy. And this one is popped up, coming back out of play to our right, and right into the club level. And then down all the way to the bottom because some poor effort on the fielding from the crowd. 3-2 once again to McCoy, the left fielder for these Buffalo Bisons. inside with a fastball, actually an off-speed pitch, a changeup, and it's going to be ball 4. So a one-out base runner for the bottom of the order, and it'll bring up the former Phillies prospect, Anthony Gose.
Just the second walk Valdez has surrendered tonight. He does not walk a lot of men. Came in walking less than 3 per every 9 innings on the season.
McCoy on the season has 18 stolen bases, so they're going to certainly keep an eye on him, although Valdez's left-handed stretch and slot step should certainly aid in that effort. Another speed demon is at the plate. It's the left-handed hitting Anthony Gose, 226 with 2 home runs and 20 RBIs. He flew out to left field his first time up, and on cue, a pickoff move from Raul Valdez to first. McCoy back in time, and he'll regroup. Gose, of course, a member of the Phillies organization, drafted out of high school, was traded for Roy Oswalt, along with Jay Happ and others, back in 2010. Valdez delivers the first pitch, lefty to lefty, and there's a fastball for a strike, 0-1. Home plate umpires tonight, John Byrne behind the dish, Doug Vines at first, Gabe Morales at third base, although he's at second with a man on first at the moment. Valdez is ready, takes a peek at McCoy. He's egging him on over there at first, but decides to wheel and deal, and this is a soft ground ball, going to be a tough play. Great effort at shortstop, but no chance to get him as the Iron Pigs relinquish a leadoff walk, followed by an infield single as Mini-Mart gave it a great effort, but Gose has too much speed. 2 on, 1 down for the 9-hole hitter, Sean Ochinko.
Yeah, you're exactly right. It's because of the way that Gose runs that they had no play on him. It was a good job by Martinez to circle. He didn't backhand. The only play he had was to circle the ball, and his throw to first was a bit off the bag, but a good effort. As you said, Gose runs incredibly well.
So now speed to Byrne at first and second. McCoy at second base. Anthony Gose, the runner at first. And Raul Valdez with 1 down would love a double play ball from the backstop, Sean Ochinko. Comes in 1 for 1, hitting .200 with 1 home run and 6 ribbies this season. Valdez sets. Cesar. And there's a fly ball out of place. Cesar Hernandez in center field tonight. And when that first happened a couple of weeks ago, it was really jarring. But since then, he's played absolutely stellar.
Yeah, I mean, again, if you're trying to play in the major leagues and the Phillies are trying to find you a position in the future as well, it's advantageous to be versatile, and he's proven that he can play more than just the infield.
So Raul Valdez, after the first pitch was fouled out of play by Sean Ochinko, will deliver 0-1. The stretch and the delivery is on the outside corner with a fastball called strike 2. So for the third consecutive batter, or rather the third batter in 4 faced this inning, Raul Valdez has gone to 0-2. However, he fell behind the following 2 hitters after that. Ochinko has 1 home run on the season. It came on July 7th, a 3-run shot against the Charlotte Knights. Here's the 0-2, and it's outside for ball 1. Charlie Leisman was the victim of Ochinko's first home run in the International League. Charlotte, much like the Gwinnett Braves, got off to a very slow start in that IL South and now are just struggling to compete with Norfolk and the frontrunners, the Durham Bulls, whose offense leads all of the IL. It's going to be 1-2 from Raul Valdez. Men at first and second, 1 down here in the top of the 5th. He steps off, doesn't like what he sees from Cameron Rupp. You're listening to Iron Pigs Baseball here on the Iron Pigs Radio Network. John Skudris along with John Schaefer and Matt Province. Here's Raul Valdez's 1-2. It's low. The throw back down to first on a pickoff move by Rupp is just late. Anthony Gose gets his hand back, and that one was mighty, mighty close.
Yeah, it really was. I'd like to see a replay. I thought he was out.
A call made out there at first by Doug Vines, who was the home plate umpire. And here's the replay.
Yeah, he was out.
His hand wasn't
He's
even on the base.
out.
His hand, a great block of the plate by
Overbeck blocked first base, and he was easily out. It wasn't even close.
Well, now here's the 2-2. This one's lined just over the outstretched reach of Ashe leaping at third. They're going to send McCoy around. The throw in is in time, and he is out at home plate. What a gun from the left fielder for the Iron Pigs, Tyson Gillies. He throws out Mike McCoy, trying to score on a single from second, and this game remains scoreless here in the top of the 5th inning. Tyson Gillies flashing that right arm.
That was a tremendous throw, but the manager seems to differ. Marty Brown thought he was in there. This is a tremendous throw on the run from Gillies, who had to circle it a bit. And Marty Brown's correct. He was safe on replay. And that wasn't close either. So you got 2 blown calls in the last 2 plays. This one benefits Lehigh Valley.
So the pickoff call was missed, and then the very next pitch, the run that would have given the Bisons their first lead is missed, and now 2 down, runners at second and third as the aforementioned batter Ochinko advances to second, and now Kevin Pilar will be the batter. Pilar. He's hitting .358 with 4 home runs and 14 RBIs. However, 0 for 2 with a 5-4-3 double play in the third inning. Pilar had his finest afternoon of the season a couple of weeks ago against Charlotte, where he went 4 for 6 with 3 runs batted in. That was on June 30th. An alumnus of Cal State Dominguez Hills. Not very many players that I know of from that school. But right now, after the meeting of the Apostles on the mound, Rupp is ready. Valdez agrees. He's out of the set. And the first pitch to Pilar is in the dirt and low. Came at him with a curveball at 76. It's 1-0 to the right-handed hitter, Kevin Pilar. So in this inning, the Iron Pigs got the first hitter, Clint Robinson, on a fly out to right. Then a walk and an infield single from McCoy and Ghost set up Ochinko's single, but McCoy gunned down at home by Tyson Gillies. He remains scoreless, second and third, 2 down. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Valdez. He went. Attempted to check his swing on a ball that was low, but unsuccessful was Pilar, and it is 1-1. Tyson Gillies not known for his throwing arm. Usually a center fielder, playing left field and agreeing with it this evening. Valdez is ready. Here's the 1-1, and it is swung on and missed for strike 2. High heat. A pretty pitch by the left-hander Valdez, and the Iron Pigs are 1 strike away from getting out of this inning scoreless. If Pilar is able to reach, Ryan Goins is on deck. Here's the 1-2, and this one's reached at and pushed foul out of play up the first base line. Still 1-2.
Big spot. Iron Pigs have gone hitless with men in scoring position. 0 for 7. Buffalo just had a hit with a man at second, but had a man thrown out at the plate by Tyson Gillies.
The Iron Pigs outfield tonight, incredibly athletic. Gillies in left, Hernandez in center, and Castro in right. It's a 1-2 pitch from Valdez. Out of the stretch, he delivers, and a great piece of hitting right there. A ball that was outside. Pilar fists it to center field. Hernandez will make the play on a bounce, and a run will come in to score. Ghost comes in from third. It's an RBI single from Kevin Pilar, his 15th RBI of the season. And the Buffalo Bisons here in the top of the 5th inning have taken a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, it was a good piece of hitting behind it, a ball and 2 strikes, and he did enough to get it into center field. Now, it was hit right at Hernandez, who was very shallow, so only a run scores even with the 2-out hit with a man at second base. And now you have to get Goins to avoid a larger inning.
Runners at the corners with 2 down as Ryan Goins steps into the dish. Lefty on lefty crime here as Goins, 264 with 3 home runs and 32 ribbies on the year, is 0 for 1 with a walk. An alumnus of Dallas Baptist University. Also a alumnus is there, or alumni rather, are Ben Zobrist and Lou Ford, other major league players. Zobrist, a very talented utility player for the Tampa Bay Rays. As Goins is set, here's the first pitch to him, and he takes a fastball for strike 1. 84, and the Iron Pigs left-hander is out in front.
I want to say, a former D3 school, I want to say they've stepped up to Division I, or are in the process of going Division I.
Brett Lawry waits on deck on a rehab assignment. Here's the 0-1 pitch. He tries a drag bunt, pulls it back in time on a ball that was in the dirt, and it's 1-1 to Ryan Goins. Tomorrow night, the Iron Pigs will see Chin-Ming Wang on the mound for the Buffalo Bisons, a very, very talented yet oft-injured pitcher who won 19 games once for the New York Yankees. He'll be opposed by left-hander Tom Cochran for the Iron Pigs. So Valdez is ready to face the left-hander Goins. It's a 1-1 count with 2 down, and the fastball is right there, right down the heart of the dish. Goins staring at it, and it's 1-2. Goins has been with the Bisons really most of the season. Been a successful top-of-the-order presence for a Buffalo team that is just above 500. Here is the 1-2 pitch, and it's a fastball just off the outside corner. Might have been low. Either way, it was called a ball, and the IronPigs are even. Deuce is wild, 2-2, 2 outs, 2 on at the corners. And it's Ryan Goins looking to deliver some further damage here in the top of the 5th inning. Valdez is set. Here's the pitch, and it is lined up the third base line, well out of play, into the PPL picnic patio as the IronPigs left-hander will go back to work. 2-2, 2 down here in the top of the 5th inning. Bison's bringing in the first run of the game here in the top of the 5th inning on a RBI single by Kevin Pillar, his 15th. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Valdez. Takes a peek at Pillar, delivers, and that one's way outside and in the dirt on a curveball. Good block by Rupp, but it won't prevent Pillar from moving up to second base, and now a single can score 2 with a 3-2 pitch. Valdez has thrown a lot of pitches here in the 5th inning after going 1-2-3 in each of the last 2 frames. He would love to get Goins here on a 3-2 count, not have to deal with Brett Lawrie, perhaps with the bases loaded. Now Goins will step out, knock the dirt off his cleats. I heard he was nicknamed Glue when he was a kid, but the name didn't stick. Here's a 3-2 pitch from Raul Valdez. And that one is grounded right by the mound to the left. Ashe in, great scoop, fires, and the fantastic fielding third baseman makes the play. 5-3 the putout, and the IronPigs get out of the inning relatively unscathed. A run does score. Comes in on 3 hits, a walk as well, and 2 men left on base. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Pigs trail 1-0 to the Buffalo Bisons here on the IronPigs Radio Network.